the Philippines. That's where that GTL 148. I like the Philippine radio. I had one years ago, sold it, and I wish I'd have kept it there. I heard somebody coming in there when I unkeyed there. Is there a QSK on the frequency?
I just wanted to say thanks very much for the QSI, and I'll look forward to that on the YouTube there. And all those different microphones, it's not quite set up for the way I want it. But thanks so much for the QSI there and the video gate. And good day to mate, and God bless you, and I'll see you soon, mate.
Okay, now, Tango Mikey, I'll get that on YouTube, man. I definitely want you to hear that radio. It was sounding good down here, and you're still sounding good, got good conditions. And I'll have it on YouTube, man, and search it there. You're definitely doing a good job there for you. All the good numbers to you, 9 Tango Mike, 007. We appreciate it. All right there, Brad, we back to you.
Copy that. That guy was in Toronto. Really look forward to it, mate. Bye-bye.
Yeah, he's in Toronto, Ontario. I talked to him earlier on actually this frequency here. He was asking, you got a new antenna, and I went on to YouTube him, and I said, I'll put you on YouTube, and that way you can hear how good your radio was sounding there, Roger.
Copy that. The other day, we had ground waves around here that were unbelievable. I was talking all in North Toronto, and that's probably about 80 miles, and I never get to do that. Sometimes there's the odd one comes out of there, I can get pretty good, but ground waves about maybe 4 or 5 days ago, I'm guessing. I can't remember exactly, but man, I was talking all over the place. 40 miles this way, 80 miles that way. Very rare conditions are like that. And there's one guy down there in Niagara Falls. I can talk to him, no trouble, and he's about 90 miles away, but I think he's running about a kilowatt, Roger.
Hey, QSL on that. Well, that'll definitely help him out a whole lot running the kilowatt there. I used to go by the 2 Alpha Whiskey 014 out in Nebraska. I was out there, operated about 7, 8 years out there, had a real good radio. I either went by 007 or 2 Alpha Whiskey 014. And just in case, I might have talked to you about 10 years ago there, Roger.
That's all, Roger. Yeah, well, probably not. There's a couple of 007s out there, but I used to like talking to. I used to get 10 years ago. A lot of the skip, more of it was coming in from Texas, and I don't think I've talked to anybody from Texas this year. Maybe 1 or 2. A lot of stuff coming in from the closer east border and across the mid-U.S. A lot. And then earlier this year was all California. That old guy out there, 44. You got to know him. Man, he was running he ran the whole damn show for about 3 months. But it's kind of funny. The skip bounces this year have been different than in the past there, copy?
Hey, QSL, you talking about 44 John. Yeah, I've spoke to him. I hear him quite often in there. You know, as long as we've had our QSO, back there in Nebraska, about 7 o'clock in the evening time, I used to hammer down into Australia and sit there and talk to them. It's about as long as we've talked there with the same results, all right?
Hey, copy that. Yeah, Australia maybe 1 or 2 times. In fact, I haven't even talked to all the provinces in Canada. I get a little bit of East Coast there, but the West, Manitoba, Saskatchewan, and Alberta, and British Columbia, nothing. The skip doesn't seem to bounce straight west from where I am. I'm actually a little bit more north than the most southern part. No, wait a minute. I'm on the same parallel as the most northern part of California there, Roger.
Yeah, QSL on that. Yeah, that's where I am around here. Now, some of these places, I'm going to have a little trouble talking right now. Of course, I'm just getting used to the way Tennessee runs their skip. Of course, you know, I know everything's changing from day to day, but it took me a while to get used to how it ran out here, because in Nebraska it was a whole new ball game. Of course, it was in a different cycle, but not much difference. And I do miss talking out to Australia and Hawaii and used to California, but some of the operators down here said they've not heard California in quite a while.
No, I hear you. Yeah. Well, it's kind of nice. So you get to do the different rounds, I guess, over the years. You make a lot of friendly contacts. There was a couple of guys there we were sending back in the old days. What the hell were they called? VCR tapes. There was a guy down there in Texas, 727, Frank, and he was in Galveston Bay. And I don't know if you can remember, they had some real bad hurricane and floods and all kinds of stuff happened to them there. Maybe about
Yeah, 99 there. Come on there. Hear you in there on that CQ. Come on, 99. He might be hearing you instead of me there. There was a CQ come in there. I know what you're saying, Brad. There at we had that. Some of the operators, there was one out in North Carolina. I used to send him tubes from out there in Nebraska for his amplifier. I ain't heard him in years, man, and I wonder whatever happened to him also. I can't even remember his numbers. It was 5 something, but I got it on tape in here. I used to tape it there. I enjoyed it there. But you know, the operators have changed over the years. You get to thinking about them after a while. You get to wondering whatever happened to them, and if they're still on the radio there, right?
Copy that. Well, the radio itself has changed now. I mean, when I was on it 20 years ago, if you were running an amplifier up here, oh man, there was like back then everybody was still using antennas for their TV sets and the house phone, and you got a couple hundred watts, 200-300 watts going there, and you were broadcasting all over everybody's TV sets and radios, and the DOC would be down here and they nail you real good. So, but nowadays with cell phones and cable TV, a lot of people are running power, and yeah, it's a whole different ballgame.
Well, you know that kind of happened to me out there in Nebraska, because a lot of people out there still don't have cable, and they required their local antenna, and which was about 40 miles away on the nearest TV station. And I went around, made friends, and it was a really good, nice little town. And I was able to cut down just enough with that, and my tube amp ran pretty clean, so I didn't bother anybody on the TV. But I really did. I enjoyed it. I'm glad to be back, and I'm just excited that the conditions opened up the way they did, and as long as we've been talking there, right?
Copy. I know the last few days there's been nothing on there. It's either I decided to come out here and turn it on. It's just been dead, and no, it's real good. I'm glad I hooked up with you too there, Ken. It looks like we'll probably hear each other again on there for sure.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure, Brad. It really has. I'm going to free the frequency up, but definitely want to let you know you held it all the way in there, man. It's a good, real strong signal, good audio, and good QSO, and it's a pleasure having a contact with you. And I'll be listening for you out there. I'm back on this radio again, and I'm set up pretty decent here where if it's conditions will let me there, I'll get in there. I enjoy talking. I'm an operator from the 70s, and well, I got hooked on it, and I've always enjoyed it. And I want to wave the numbers to you up there, man. You sound super good. And like I said, I even recorded there, so the audio was so good. Good hearing you in there. Hey, Brad, 1900 up there in Ontario. All the good numbers to you until we do it again. Oh, Operator Ken, 007 down here in Tennessee. We thank you.
Roger on that, Ken. Have a good one, and hey, football season's coming too. So Tennessee, you don't have oh yeah, you got the Titans. You got the Tennessee Titans, for God's sakes. You're gonna love them this year. They're gonna do lots of good things. I watch the NFL up here, but I never watch the CFL. It's NFL time for me. So anyway, we'll be thinking about you there when the Titans are kicking field goals and scoring 6 points. Have a good one down that way. 007 Ken, it's been a pleasure. 1900 Ontario. We'll be back to 38.
Okay, Brad. Yeah, I hope they do a little better than they've been doing in the past. And I used to live in Denver, Colorado for years, and back when John Elway was going, and I had the pleasure of going to the Mile High Stadium before they tore it down. And that's kind of my team out there, man. I loved the Rocky Mountains. It snowed every day, and there wasn't nothing like it. They didn't even call it summertime when it got warm. They called it mud season, and that's where my heart's been out there for sure there. Brad, take care up there in Ontario. 007 Ken, we thank you.
Just a point of interest, you'll be happy to know that I'm a Denver Bronco fan. Go Peyton Manning.
That's it. I'll tell you right now, I remember watching his dad back years ago, Archie, and I knew that he was an excellent quarterback out of New Orleans. He just never had the team around him, but he sure raised them boys right, and he got them on the right track. Hey, take care of yourself. Good talking to you. 007 down here in Tennessee. We thank you.